host, and this is the DROPCAST movie poster podcast, aka poster podcast. You guys know the second anniversary is coming up, so there's going to be a couple of changes, so stay tuned for that, and some cool prizes that you are going to win, or can win. Not all of you, of course, but before that's going to happen, I have some more releases this week. First off, we are going to talk to Dave Flanagan, and he has a very cool piece that you might have seen last night, because it's like very, very new. And you check out the process and the idea behind it, and also maybe some other cool fun facts that I just got to know about Dave. And after that, I will talk to James, and we will have the latest releases, which are a couple actually. I thought it was a little bit less, but So stay tuned for that, because we're going to have also a lot of fun over there. So now let's move over to Dave. Dave, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain at all. Been a little bit of a busy day, and I was joking around. The people can see behind you a little bit that it looks like you are in the doghouse, but you confirmed you're not.
No. This is the attic. This is the office. I've got a bed up here just in case I work late on this stage, you know.
Okay, that's understandable. I mean, you've got a release coming out yesterday, and it was today. It was announced yesterday.
Yeah.
And so let's dive right into it, because people, it's this beautiful piece. This is the regular variant, right? And let's talk about measurements, edition size, and all the fun stuff.
It's 36 by 18. It's 150 original and 75 of the variants. It's I think it'll probably be out by the time this.
Yeah. It will be out. I think 6 p.m. here this time, and
4 p.m. GMT. I think 12 p.m.
Eastern. Yeah, exactly. And so then the podcast comes out. 12 p.m. 2 p.m. 2 p.m.
Oh, nice.
Eastern,
okay,
so.
Perfect.
So people can catch up on it and get to know the story behind this beautiful piece. Yeah. If it's not already sold out, I mean, I always love to do these, because you get to know a particular piece better, why and what, and even details you cannot even see on a digital image. We will explore. So let's dive into it. First of all, what's the title here? That's because it's not
She Was the First.
Exactly. It's not Jaws or anything.
No.
This is Jaws related.
Yeah, I kind of it was kind of based on some of the promotional stuff from the 70s. I know that they ran a lot of like paper ads where it was like she was the first, Chrissy Watkins was the first victim, and I kind of just always kind of liked the mythos of that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this idea has been quite some time in the making, right?
Yeah, it's it's always been one of my favorite openings to a film. Jaws is my favorite film of all time, and it's always been, I love like the calm beach party and them running off, and the beautiful sunset, and it's just always been a really lovely opening, and I feel like it sets the mood for the film so well that with the plethora of Jaws pieces out there, I never really wanted to do, Brody and Hooper and Quint. I mean, I would love to, but you know what I mean? I feel like it's been done a lot, and Bruce has been done a lot. And I about 4 or 5 years ago, it could even be longer, I just started sketching out the opening scene. And I kind of initially conceived it as like a side-scrolling piece. Which kind of caught the moments of them undressing as they ran across the beach, and this was just a rough biro sketch actually. And it kind of grew from there then, and it's changed quite significantly. I think you'll see through the like work in progress images.
Yeah, we're gonna take a look at it in a second here, but quick question on the sketches. These basically do you keep a lot of sketches around? I mean, since it's been quite some time, how did you what happened in terms of bottleneck getting to you in terms of doing these?
I keep a lot of, like, everything I conceive basically starts on a post-it. It's always a post-it, or it's a piece of paper, and then I have a number of like kind of hardback books that I stick sketches into, and I'll go back to, and like there's actually I was only discussing it today with someone. I've got like this Jurassic Park concept that I haven't pitched to anyone yet, that I've had in my mind for a long time, and I kind of flick back through these books and I find them, and I kind of like realize that I have these ideas, and sometimes they've been done since. But this one, luckily, was just something that hasn't really been touched upon before, and it's just over the last few years I've been working on it. Kind of like fine tuning it until today, honestly.
Yeah. And looking at the process here, this is one of the process images. Where like where did the change come in terms of perspective? Because like from the sketches, yeah.
I'm not sure when exactly I decided to put the titles in. I felt like at first it's a bit too obvious, and then everyone I showed, even this one too, where I feel like it's super obvious, people still didn't see it immediately, and I thought, oh well, there's something in that, And once I put this in, the perspective changed because I decided I wanted to spell Jaws out. And actually, I showed this to Kevin Wilson, who I know is a friend of the show.
Yeah.
And Kevin was the one that suggested this S that goes into the distance to reach the shoreline, basically. So he was like really influential in the making of this. And he's actually largely responsible for parts of this actual sketch. Like he proposed the kind of shape of the S. And then I went away and did it. And ultimately, I think this is the piece, or something very similar to this is what I pitched to Bottleneck first.
Yeah.
This one is what I pitched, and
good thing you're saying that about the fans. This is the first time I'm seeing this.
Oh, really?
I'm so bad. But now I get it. It's like, oh, damn, that's obvious, man.
Yeah, well, that's great. That's what I love about doing these things. I love that people in the last kind of 24 hours have seen it and been like, oh my God, I just saw it. I love doing that. And that's what I did that with the Silence to Lambs piece I did last year as well, where you couldn't see Buffalo Bill for a long time. And I just love things in pieces like that,
Yeah, that's some really great stuff. And coming back to the final version where it highlights more of the beach part and gives this kind of Montague kind of vibe, this East Coast vibe.
Yeah.
People are going to ask, where's the fin?
Yeah. I felt the fin was too obvious. I was tempted, of course. And actually, James pointed out when I did the tease for it, I used like the original font from the opening credits, the original Jaws font, and he pointed out that the A looked like a fin. But I kind of went back and forth in it. But the purpose of the piece was to show the ocean, show the buoy that she clings to, and everything else. And I feel like there's just no need. And I feel like it's actually more ominous, I feel, without the shark, without a fin in the water,
Yeah, it's really interesting because I like to see those pieces that don't focus on Jaws. As for example, the Neil Davis piece he did for the Film on Canvas book here, and also for the Private Commission, which changes in perspective a little bit. But they are focused on the characters, obviously, which we all know, but the shark is not the main thing that we look at here.
No. That Neil Davies one is beautiful as well. I love that. That's the one that's from your book, right? Where you mimicked Caravaggio, was it?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I love that piece. And it's funny, that's a piece, that was another piece that I've kind of been mulling over for a long time. Not quite the same framing, but I actually won't talk too much about it just in case at some point it gets approved. But that scene I love, and I love how ominous the boat and the water in the darkness and all that kind of stuff, and then the barrels and popping up and all that. But Neil killed it. I love that piece.
Yep, exactly, people. So I don't know if the group is already full, but check in with Neil Davies if you are interested in something different when it comes to Jaws.
Yeah.
Talking about the color choices, this is obviously the sun. Was it sunrise or sunset?
Sunset. Yeah, it's funny actually because in the film there's like continuity issues because Spielberg shot in the evening, and then he went back and they did like second unit shooting at a different time of day, and they just like color graded the some of the scenes down. So when Chrissy goes in the water, you can see like the sun on the horizon, and when the Islander lays down, it doesn't all match. That's one of those things that you'd notice having watched Jaws a billion times. But yeah, I kind of took some liberties with how bright it is at that point, but I kind of wanted to allude to like sunset and just going down over the water before it gets dark. And you can see from the last image to this image that I brightened up the beach just because it was actually just I like to indulge in detail, and I started like painting like grains of sand, like glimmering, and I just thought like this looks cooler, so I'm just gonna like play with that a bit.
Perfect. The last question here in terms of this piece would be, the variant is kind of like in a bluish tone. Is that already a night scene, or why did you pick the blue color here?
It was again Kevin Wilson. We go back and forth. Well, more I do, because I've always kind of looked up to him, and it's only in the last couple of years that we've come to know each other. But I often like send stuff over to him, and there's been plenty of people like that. Mark Aspinall is another guy I bounce stuff off, and like just really good guys to be able to ask questions to. But he started playing around with adjustments when I sent him like the final piece, and he said this would look cool as a variant. And I was like, that looks really cool as a variant. So it was as simple as that. It kind of looks, I think it looks like midnight. It's just there's a darker, more ominous tone to it. And I can't say that it was something that I had plotted and planned for a long time. It just happened serendipitously. And Kevin is responsible for that, so I have to sort it out with some proceeds or some APs or something.
Yeah, 10% goes his way.
Yeah, we haven't arranged a deal yet, but at some point.
Yeah, especially you being a lawyer, you can handle that deal pretty well.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see if my tricks work on him.
The question here: most artists say the reg is what they imagine. The variant is more comes from this from the scene, like from a different scene, from a music scene. Yeah. And would you say the reg's also always your favorite, or you like them all equally?
I found it frustratingly that I spend 120 plus hours painting something, and then I fiddle with adjustments, and I'm like, that looks cooler, and it's kind of heartbreaking. I often find that I prefer the variant. I'm working on an official True Romance piece for Hero Complex. It's coming out for WonderCon in a few weeks' time, and same type of deal. I've worked so hard on the lighting and all of the elements of that, and then I've stuck some adjustment layers on. I've done little bits and pieces, and I think I prefer that. And I mean, I guess you have to do the 120 hours to benefit from it, but still, I think often I find myself enjoying the newer vision rather than the one that took me forever to paint. That's already great. I hope it's going to sell out when this podcast comes out, because we record a little bit earlier today. Last but not least, what is going to happen other than the True Romance piece? What can we see in the future? There's a few things that I've got going with Bottleneck at the minute that I can't really talk about, but there's a few big franchise that I've been involved with before that I'm like pitching for, and I'm going through approvals on. I've got a piece in the AMP show later in the year for, I think, Bram Stoker's Dracula. I'm going to do like a kind of an Art Nouveau type Dracula piece.
Yeah, I have to say, the Dark Inker, Steve Sampson, he did the ultimate Dracula piece, in my opinion. So it's going to be tough competition.
Which one is that? I'm trying to.
It's also in the book. I think it's really great when he channeled his inner Gustav Klimt and did this one.
That is so beautiful. The gold and red, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That is stunning. Yeah, that's stunning. I really love that piece. It's. There's been plenty, and I love the way like the focus is just on the count, because I often find, like, as from my work, I love floating head type pieces, and I love like those kind of montages, but that's just not what I do. And I love the way his focus is on the fabric and the costume design of the film, which is really what the beauty of the film is, So I love that. I'm working on that. I'm also doing a Mindhunter piece for Hero Complex this year, which I think we've been discussing on and off, and just a number. I'm hoping this Jurassic Park piece will be one of the next things in the next 6 months, maybe. But I'll have to work up the concept and through it.
Is there going to be a lawyer movie in the future or something?
A lawyer movie?
Yeah, there's something in your cards, because I wonder, since so people, Dave is actually a lawyer by day and an artist by night. The hero work happens at night, of course, and but yeah. So that's where the question comes from. Are you interested in doing something like, I don't know, Suits or something like that?
No. I don't think I have enough of that by day. I don't. I have no ambitions, and I also actually I think apart from
12 Angry Men,
well, there's been some good. There's been good. I think Lucas did some really beautiful 12 Angry Men work last year. Yeah, to be honest, I kind of radiate towards certain films. There's still like this bucket list of films, Jaws being one of the top really for me that I'm working through, that I want to like do licensed work for, and True Romance is another one that I've just always loved, and I'm really thrilled to be doing something like that. But yeah, Laws, no, I don't think I'm going to see any Law posters.
The only Law that's going to happen is going to be Judge Dredd, huh?
Exactly. I mean, that'd be great. We need another Judge Dredd, then I'll do a poster.
There you go, people. Yeah. But before you go, let's do some movie review here. I mean, Jaws, you already mentioned, is one of your faves. And but first off, what do you like about it most? And is there something you don't like, maybe? And is what on a scale of 10 would you rate the movie?
Oh, well, like it's a perfect 10. I think it's a perfect movie. Personally, what do I like about it? I don't know. It's one of those films that, like, every time I rewatch it, I find that, oh wow, this isn't a short movie. This is quite a long movie. I always think like, God, I remember this being a little shorter or something. But I think the pacing of Jaws is so perfect that, like, I'm never like, God, I hope we get to this set piece next, or I hope we get to this stage next. It's just a film that I can put on, I can watch endlessly, and I watch at least 2 or 3 times a year. In terms of and I've actually got another few pieces planned around other scenes that aren't quite as prominent as we've seen in pop culture artwork. But like, again, that would be a dream to realize at some point. But we'll see. We'll see how this does today. I'm hoping that it sells like 2 or 3 or something. Anyway, my expectations are low.
It will be. Come on.
I'm kind of sitting. I think it's the first time I've felt like this kind of rattled by anything. I'm just completely like, I'm terrified that it won't do any business. So
we will definitely put some attention on it, and with this talk especially, so people will have their eyes on it, and it will sell. Yeah,
I feel like a salesman now. I feel worse.
Don't worry. I mean, you put a lot of hours in there. You're proud of your piece, so
yeah. Well, that's true.
There you go.
And that's, I mean, apart from Jaws, then my other top ones are Fargo, True Romance, Leon, The Royal Tenenbaums. I'd say they'd be all like in my top 5 consistently.
All right, that sounds very good.
Yeah.
Then, people, thank you so much, Dave, for joining us here and talking about the piece. We will have you definitely on, because I think there's an interesting story between your day and your night job that should be told here. Because of probably a lot of people out there who are in similar situations, that they need a day job that is totally different from what they do, like in terms of being an artist. And so that's really interesting, and maybe also encouraging for people. So we will have you back on, Dave. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks,
and
Tom.
Let's move over to James and talk some releases. Okay, so Dave says hi, by the way, James. And we just switched over to you, buddy. How are you today?
Good, thank you, Tom.
You look always enthusiastic. When I see you, it's like this. People, this is the thing, I call James. We talk always on Facebook, and then we talk about the podcast, poster stuff, before we do this. And he's always like hyped and his energy. And then we get on the podcast, and then James is like, "Okay, I have to do this." He's a little bit like Napoleon Dynamite,
No,
when he's annoyed.
None of that is true. Tom's been bullying me for the past 20 minutes.
What?
Now I'm in this mood.
I have bullied you? I didn't do anything. It was nothing but nice. I support everything.
No. It's been bullying me. Now I'm in a really shitty mood. So.
Okay, people, hit the like button and share this podcast. This is what the mood of James is going to make better.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I've got nothing to be particularly excited about, Tom.
Was that emotional manipulative a little bit here?
I'm fine. It's cool. Just
It's cool.
you know,
All right, I got you, buddy. All right,
I'm real.
let's do some real.
That's what the people want. That's what the people want these days. Reality.
Let's do some real talk and talk about some posters here and other cool stuff that's coming up. And first of the things are we're going through the artist kind of related things, but this is for AMP, Alternative Movie Poster, the side, the shop, and they have a lot of other cool things, and they doing this 30 by 30 show, which is not related to ESPN, but this year it's 1992, and that means 30 posters by 30 artists from the year 1992. All the entries are closed, and you can see the list on their site, so head over there to AMP because they are also so kind to give us some cool easy findable images that James and I talked on Facebook over, and we just didn't download it and put it right away in the right folders that we need for this podcast. But yeah, AMP makes it possible that we can we can have easy access to the images. Are you excited for the entry list so far? I mean, a couple of good friends are on there.
Yeah. Nah, shit.
Okay, because you're not on there? Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't enter this year, so.
You would have easily made the list, though, right?
Yeah.
Of course. What kind of question is that? But yeah, so
That's cool. Yeah, people should check them out. There's some good. It's like a proper strong list this year. It always is, but I guess because we've got a lot of friends.
Which movie would you do from 92?
92. When was Terminator 2?
Is that 91?
I don't know.
Batman Returns?
Maybe.
Reservoir Dogs?
Batman. No.
Reservoir Dogs?
Reservoir Dogs, possibly. I've just done a Pulp Fiction piece for you.
Yeah, that's great.
Maybe I'll just I could just copy that, couldn't I? Copy and paste.
Yeah, why not?
Change
Why
the
not?
colours of people to
about it?
pink. I like. I would do Strictly Ballroom by Baz Luhrmann. There you go. That's what I would do.
Okay. There's a couple of crazy movies from that year. We got for example, Dracula, obviously, but I'm gonna say some ones that maybe not get the attention they should.
Strictly Ballroom by Baz Luhrmann.
Exactly, that's one of them. But I would say Romper Stomper with Russell Crowe, El Mariachi. Then we got what is that? An Officer and Gentleman. Is that the one with Tom Cruise, or what's the English title for that one?
Oh no,
a few good men.
If it's not
a few good men.
Ballroom, then
A Few Good Men. But we got Malcolm X by Spike Lee, and we also have what else is it? Chaplin with is that Robert Downey Jr.? I think it is, right? And some other things, yeah. That's that's a really interesting. Passenger 57 with Wesley Snipes. Universal Soldiers.
Yeah, Universal Soldiers.
There's been some good
it's a
ones.
weird year. There's like a few which are like stand out right at the top, and then quite a lot which are kind of easily overlooked.
Army of Darkness.
We shall see.
But yeah, so a bunch of really cool ones. Aladdin is from 92, I think.
Yeah, Aladdin's a good one.
Yeah.
I know someone who's thinking of doing Aladdin.
Also, a dog is it an English title? A dog called Beethoven, like with the big ass dog.
It's called Beethoven.
It's just film. Beethoven. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, German.
And the dog is also called Beethoven.
Yeah, I know. Well. That's like.
I see what they did.
The German title is basically translated a dog called Beethoven.
Is it because Germans couldn't work out if it was just called Beethoven, that they would be like,
I don't know.
It's about the composer?
I guess. I don't know, man. It's like marketing. It's like this is the thing with those titles. There's like so many weird German titles which don't make sense at all. Sometimes the base, like, I don't know. For example, the thing with you know Moana, the
I know her.
The Disney movie, yeah. So the thing is, Moana is called in Germany Vaiana. Nobody knows why. It's super ridiculous. Doesn't make sense.
It's not called the girl called
No.
Moana.
No, don't be.
Every film is like the man called Blade.
Sure, no. But yeah, so much for that. So, for example, the new one with Joaquin Phoenix, Come On. They took out the slang "come on," like a C apostrophe MON. They took it out and made it "come on." That's what they did. It's ridiculous. That's all you have to say.
It's not a porno then. It's not like people were gonna go and see it because they think it's a porno now.
Why?
That's marketing.
I don't think so. Why would it be a porno?
You don't think so? Oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
Disgusting stuff. Don't worry.
Okay, let's talk some more posters. This is ridiculous. What's our next one, James? Or our first one, actually.
Yeah. An actual poster. Cesar Moreno with Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse? It fits in. Didn't he do one? Which was the Spider-Man? The regular Spider-Man? Or something for Comic-Con, right? Was it Comic-Con? Like he did a cool one. Like that everybody wanted.
All the Spider-Men inside a spider mask web thing. Was that?
Yeah, I think that's the one. So yeah.
That's cool.
And this is kind of like the similar vein, I think.
It is a similar vein because it's Spider-Man, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's my point, exactly. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. We're moving on to our next one because no enthusiasm. I mean, everybody has seen the Batman. There are good thoughts, bad thoughts on the Batman here, but there are also good posters and bad posters.
Mostly good thoughts.
And we picked, I think, our favorites here. Well,
it was me, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was more James. Because I gave James a job this week, and he did it. Thank you, James. First up, we got Haley Turnbull. This Zoe Kravitz, the Batman piece. Really cool stuff. I really like it. And, it got Haley's compositional skills, which she already unleashed for the film on Canvas book, and other great pieces that we basically have her on every other week.
Yeah. In Germany, is it called A Man Called the Batman?
No, it's actually there's the man who is a bat. No, it's not, you fool.
That would be great.
Would be great though, right? Yeah.
That's the sequel.
Yeah. In German, to translate Batman, it would be Fledermausmann.
Fledermausmann.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Oh no, Fledermausmann. Sorry. Next.
Come on. This is the hold up. This is the time you realize how shitty actually Batman of a name it is. When you say Fledermausmann, because you don't know, but this is what it actually means when you see what you just said there.
Right. Okay. The next one is one of my personal faves from all of the Batman posters.
Yeah.
It's Jack C. Gregory's The Batman.
It's the Ventura Bat. Bat Ventura? Bat Ventura.
Yeah. I think it pretty much sums up the film.
Yep.
Perfectly. Should have been key art.
Yeah, where's the Riddler though?
Don't know, man. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm off. Is this going to be printed?
By me in my house.
Okay. Did you ask Jack? Did you ask Jack for it?
No.
Okay.
No. They'll be on Etsy. Sometime next week.
Unbelievable. Let's do some more Batman here. We had on the Vice Press Open channel last Friday, Matt Ferguson doing his headshot series, which is an edition of 50, I heard. And he gave nicely 10 away to some good people in the chat. And this is Vengeance, they call him, not Batman.
The Man Called Vengeance.
Yeah.
That's another good title for Germany.
Yeah, it would be The Man Vengeance. I can't translate it.
You can't translate it.
I can, but it's like ridiculous. It's like super ridiculous. It's like,
all right,
der Mann, den sie Rache nannten. I don't know.
Let's move on.
Some more Batman.
Please. Some more Batman.
Some last Batman. Sophie's Batman.
Sophie's Batman. Yeah, this is one of the first Batmen.
This is a different version though, right?
Yeah, this is well, I know what Sophie did here sneakily. The first one came out in different colours. There was a little element of the poster which wasn't quite right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna publicly shame. No.
Shame.
So she brought out some colour variants where a little bit of the poster was fixed, and this was just like, this was a nice little variation. I thought it looked a bit like Juan Ramos's colours, you know.
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah. That's also a great Batman piece. So
this is cool. Yeah, if you get a chance to see this, yeah, Sophie Bland, like real zoom in on Zoe Kravitz. Her details in the face.
This is not a reference photo. This is actually illustrated. So people.
Yeah, it's really nice. Go and check it out. Go and check out Sophie. She does great art.
Indeed. Next up, our next piece that we are going to talk about is the beautiful Marko Manev No Exit piece, because we talked about it last time. We talked about the key art, and there's also a piece by Chelsea Lowe, and this is in cooperation with what's their face? Poster Posse. What's their face?
What's their face?
Yeah, it's the Poster Posse people. So yeah, I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't know what gets into me, but yeah, this is what it is. Do you like this piece by Marko? I think like with the forest and the exit sign, I think that's funny. I like that.
Yeah, it's good. Quite a typical kind of like Marko piece, with like a shadowy silhouette type deal. But yeah, I like it. It's
Indeed. And then next up is Jay Gordon. And he did his beautiful Mr. Armor piece. I wasn't sure. I think that's why I mixed up the alphabetical order here. I'm sorry, James, that I confused you.
But yeah, I'll just go with it.
This piece is incredible. This is one of my favorite pieces. That definitely for Midsummer, and definitely that I've seen this year so far.
I agree on all of the points above. Yeah, this is probably my favorite poster so far this year.
Is this approved or not?
Yeah, like twice.
Twice approved? Okay, I'll do it twice, man. If you say so.
Yeah.
There it is. Twice approved.
Yep.
Gotta be sure.
Yeah, trying to get a copy of this currently. There you go. Great story, huh?
You always have the best stories, my friend.
Yeah.
Also,
next one.
Also a great piece that came out, or that was actually presented, which is part of the Drop Film on Canvas book. It's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas by Melvin Magoo, and this will be in the book. And this is art by, I wanted to say Tony Stella, but that's not true. It's Frank Stella. And is it his dad or something? Are they related?
I couldn't tell you, mate, but I think there are more than two people called Stella.
But in the art world?
So, that's a good point. Well made. Yeah.
So who knows? But yeah.
They probably are related then, aren't they? Yeah, the art world.
I think I heard about it.
It's very insidious.
I heard about something like that there was some relation, but somewhere, but I don't know. Okay. Well, anyways, this is a great piece for this incredible movie, and it fits it to the point. So, check out the book if you haven't already. There will be chances to purchase that after the fact, and we will let you know when it's happening. All right, moving over to Mr. Murugaya, and he took on the Beatles for the anniversary in a private commission. He went underwater with the Yellow Submarine.
He did.
You want to say something more, James? Because I like this piece. It's typical Murugaya style, but I'm not the biggest Beatles fan here.
Yeah, you're a dick then.
I'm sorry.
So it's I'd always thought like Murugaya would do a really great Yellow Submarine piece, just because the style is very similar to what's presented in the film.
Yep.
And yeah,
it screams
it's come
Murugaya.
true.
Yeah, and not only that, he did also a vinyl cover that you can put up on a wall or in front of your Yellow Submarine LP that you have on the wall.
They're both lovely. I'm a big Beatles fan, and I remember watching Yellow Submarine on VHS when I was growing up, loving it, loving all the songs. And now, I want to love the poster.
Yeah, just not my cup of tea.
Well, yeah.
Hey, what you gonna do?
You saying you hate Murugaya? Is that what you're saying? I think
that's the point I wanted to make. Exactly. Thank you.
I understand.
Thank you for noticing.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to Nicolas Titro Abell. And he did a screen piece for the latest version of Scream, the 2022 one, which I really had a good time watching. And I think this fits the whole series, the whole franchise very perfect. The red colorway, obviously, keeping it bloody, because I have to say I think this was very, very graphic this time.
Yep. Never watched Scream. Haven't watched the first one. Haven't watched this one.
Okay, weird. Okay, but Yellow Submarine, that's what it is. I'm kidding.
That's my kind of horror.
Yeah, exactly. It's trippy.
Yeah.
So
I'll give that an approved, by the way. Like Yellow Submarine was approved.
Was approved? Okay, let me approve that. The poster.
It's important.
Poster.
I'll have Sham on at me. I'm sure he'll be devastated.
Both or just the poster?
Oh, that's tough, isn't it?
You could say just both, and I just do both. It's okay. Fair enough. Okay. Next up, we have something by Paul Daniels, and he did the Moment of Truth, a Karate Kid print, which is 18 by 18, and this is by Static Medium printed, and also they do the shipping and handling.
Magic,
yeah. James didn't know that this would pop up.
No, this wasn't in my selection, so
I know. I while I was like clicking on changing a window here, and I saw like, oh, there's a new piece that I guess just came out, so just added while on the fly because it looks kind of cool. I really like it. I like the circle, Japan style of it, having like this this orange sun kind of reddish. What?
Kind of reddish. It's a different color. It's orange.
Yeah, I think, but it's lighter at the top and like goes more into like, I don't know, on this uncalibrated screen it looks reddish.
Oh, yeah. Wrong.
What should I tell you, my friend?
Don't know. But it's good. I like it.
It's a sun, yeah, and it feels like the Japanese flag. That's what I wanted to make this point here.
Suppose.
Is that okay? Is it okay, James? Is that okay?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. When you look at circles, they're sort of like the Japanese flag, aren't they?
But you have the background, and the red dot basically is the sun on the Japanese flag. So
yeah,
this has a Japanese actor on the front there, and
yeah, there's quite a lot of Japanese references in this piece. Is that what you're saying?
Japanese title treatment. So
Yeah, I'm not disputing the fact that this seems, it takes on the Japanese elements. I think you'd be a fool to do so.
Okay.
It's great. Yeah, it's a good piece. Like, yeah, I'm not going to prove it, but it's still solid.
Didn't say that. It's okay. No pressure to prove anything.
Can't love everything because it cheapens everything, doesn't it, Tom?
Yeah. But it's like if it's got a stamp of approval, it's like $100 in aftermarket on top,
That's what they're saying. Yeah.
I mean, they should write that down in espresso beans and say like,
yeah,
approved by James Hobson.
Is it approved? Yes. No.
approved edition.
They should have on the graph to say,
dude, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get a stamp. I'm gonna get this made, and like for the book, the ones I have, I'm just gonna approve it in there, like the Hobson approved stamp. I'm gonna put it in there, man. This is the approved edition.
Okay, that sounds good. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I approve that. That's approved.
I approve this message.
The idea is approved.
Great. Okay. Last but not least for this part is it's The Secrets of Dumbledore, Fantastic Beasts piece by Vitaly Chapelnikov, and this piece is so crazy. I don't even know what to make of it. I mean, I've seen the trailer, but this is out there, and I wonder where this is going.
This is cool.
Yeah,
I like it. It's official then. It's got like Wizarding World under it.
Right?
And all sorts.
Right? Saw that. IMAX, Dolby Cinema, and everything. But putting stuff on and having it just online is also a thing, right?
No.
I mean, nobody's gonna complain, I guess.
That's really naughty. Don't do that.
All right, but yeah, cool piece.
Yeah, I like it. It's good, isn't it? Yep.
All right, moving on to Bottleneck, and Bottleneck has a bunch of releases this week. I think it's 14 with variants. So yeah, first up is 2001: A Space Odyssey by Alistair Little. This is a version A, and this is a G-Clay 18 by 24 inches, and edition size of 175. And the same edition size for version B, which has hell in the front and center almost. Not center, but front and bottom. Yeah, very typical 2001 images in terms of like, the references here. And yeah, but my favorite 2001 piece is still the one by J.S. Rosbach. I think that's a great piece. Also, closely followed by our good friend Matt Griffin with his one for West Press.
Do you like Matt's reg or variant?
I mean, I like this kind of like thermo trippy look of it in the variant, but I have to say the reg is my favorite.
That's why we're friends, Tom.
That's why we're friends?
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
All right, cool.
I like that. I like the reg.
Then next up.
Yep, next up. Brian Reedy with a little lino cut on Locta paper, 20 by 20. And it is bag end.
As you can see.
Yeah.
This is fun. Actually, my students and I, we are reading The Hobbit, and we did a little role play session. We did the beginning when all the dwarves come, and and until they decide we are going on an adventure to this part. And like we also had the beginning in there where Bilbo sits in front of his house, and then the good morning scene. Good morning. What do you mean by good morning? So yeah, good times.
Lovely.
Next up is our good friend House Bear, who did a Stormtrooper piece for Bottleneck Gallery, and this is a screen printed edition of 150, and size is 18 by 24. This is the regular version, which is my favorite in this case, and then we have the variant version, which should have been a Snowtrooper, because the colors are more cold.
Yes. Well, I think there were submissions for different types of characters. So maybe, I don't know, maybe the colours were taken from one of those and then popped onto this one.
Maybe.
But yeah, Justin is a dude. This is his first for BNG.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he's got just had approval for 2 pieces for More Art Gallery Transformers, which...
You want to say something more about that? You want to tease us a little bit more? Which character are we going to see, or what is it? Can you say, or is it not allowed?
No, I can't really say, but
exclusive.
It's a dinosaur.
Okay. I'll take that. Yeah. Rah. Yeah. So Justin is a great dude, and he has a great career ahead of him. So check him out if you haven't already. He's amazing. I got a care package by him yesterday, so I will show you guys probably at the end of the week. And yeah, Jack C. Gregory with the best Batman poster out there has done a poster already. We've talked about this one. It's the boarding party, but now we have a lenticular version of this, and this is 4mm Plex 36 by 24, and this one is an edition of 175, probably sold out in a second.
Yeah. Makes sense, I guess, to do this as a lenticular, because it has that 3D look, doesn't it?
Indeed.
Yeah, great poster. That's another one that I would really like in print.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we talked to Jack, and he talked back to us. So,
so yeah,
definitely went far in the poster of the year.
It did, didn't it? Yeah, it did. It's a really cool piece.
Yep.
Next up, another good friend, Juan Ramos.
Juan Ramos? Oh yeah. Oops, I almost missed that. But yeah, you're right.
Fuck me, I'm right. It's a G-Clay. Interesting. 26 by 24. Oh, is that 36 by 24?
Probably a typo, my friend. Because does it look 26 to 24?
Like I mean, I'm on my iPad and it does crop it, but yeah, that would be weird. In addition of 175, yes, Indiana Jones G-Clay by Juan Ramos.
I have to say, only thing I'm not feeling is the frame. Everything else I really like.
Interesting choice.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
I think the art is great in itself. I think the frame makes it feel like kind of like, like YouTube, like a thumbnail. It gives it this feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. I know what you mean.
I think it degrades it a little bit, but I think it's a great piece.
I'm not really sure. I haven't really looked at this piece apart from on a tiny little mobile phone screen. So
it's okay, my friend. It's okay.
Strange.
Moving on to Mr. Mark Chilcott, who has a Dark Knight piece, and this one is very dark. It looks like he has scars and everything on his chin. This is a G-Clay 16 by 20 inches. Edition size of 150. Man, this is almost we can't see anything on the screen. Batman Dark.
2025 meme Batman. Did you see that?
Yeah, saw that. That's the joke I was going for.
Oh, you should have explained it to the people who
riding the wave.
You say on it some. There's 150 of these that were printed out. That's what I'd say. Okay,
then you want to take on the next one?
Yeah, go on then. It's another Batman piece. It's another G-Clay. It is by Mr. Risburgos, and it is 18 by 24 in an edition of 300. It is colour. It has a variant. The variant is a noir kind of version in black and white. It has the Batman in red on it, and it is in an edition of 300 again.
I think I had this mistake. Maybe 150. I don't know. It's probably less.
Probably 150, something like that. halve it on the variants. So
Sold out anyways, people. So who cares?
yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? It's Batman.
No.
It's yeah. There's so many Batman pieces, and there's so many of just like it's Batman.
Okay, moving on.
Like no one knew what was going to be in the film, so I don't feel like we've had any posters that really reflect the film.
Yeah, because they all have been
They're
out before.
Well, exactly. That's the problem, isn't it?
I want to raid Gotham piece. Only buildings. You're not liking the idea?
No.
The architectural piece? I want an architectural Gotham piece.
You could put it together using architectural prints from like Glasgow, Liverpool, some of London.
Yeah.
I think that's where they filmed, wasn't it?
Yeah. Exactly.
What about a Batmobile print?
Oh, yeah. Why not? Okay. Moving on.
There's no reason why not, Tom.
Tom Walker, Spider-Man, the Insidious 6.
Matt might do one, mightn't he? Matt might do a new Matt Ferguson. Because he's doing the series of Batmobiles.
Exactly. So that is definitely something that could happen. Okay.
Yeah, it would make sense in the future.
Yep. Indeed. So, 18 by 24. This Tom Walker Spider-Man, the Insidious 6 foil, a variant piece, edition of 50, and then we have the rag for it, which is also G-Clay, an edition of 150. And yeah, it's got all those friendly spider friends in there. Yeah, I think it's cool. It looks cool. I love the colors, the muted colors here, and like kind of like matte. And yeah, it's great.
Yes, sir. Foil and reg. Okay, cool. Finally, at the end of Botnet Gallery's releases, we have Mr. Tom Whalen. Someone else I've been working with recently.
Okay.
Who is a superstar. He is...
Could you get him on to the show, please?
Maybe when the release with more art comes out.
Talk to him.
Yeah.
Do it for me.
Well, he gets back. He's a megastar. Like, so professional, so good.
Yeah,
we'll try.
Let's make this that makes this Rabbit of Seville piece also really great. This is the regular version, and then we have the variant version, which is my favorite here. I think the Mr. Bugs Bunny pops a little bit better.
I agree, sir. I agree.
Very well done. Okay, then we're done with Bottleneck, and we're moving over to a cover art piece that I really enjoyed this week, which is by Chris Melvin. He did this for Empire Cover, and yeah, this is the madness. The madness begins. We're gonna see a lot of posters for this little movie because this one is crazy as well. Or not. I don't know. Spider-Man, the No Way Home one doesn't have that many pieces yet, right?
Yeah, true. Not really.
Weird, right? Batman like 5 million, but this one didn't get one? Like one of the biggest movies of all time?
Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, we will see maybe more posters for Multiverse of Madness because it looks like a cool movie. I'm really enjoying this one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. A lot. A lot!
Okay, then we are at Grey Matter Art, which has a print by Felipe Massaferra, who did Trial of Magneto #1, and this is 18 by 28 G-Clay, and this is printed by Grey Matter Printing, and edition size of 175, and also the same numbers is for this X-Men #1 piece which all look really great. Is it the comic book artist or is it? Yeah, probably, right? I didn't check them out yet.
How's that feel about it?
Yeah, it looks like it. Like the golden age kind of comic book style. Like not golden age. What is it? No, it says like further down. Is it silver age? Maybe.
Sexy age. Yeah.
Sexy age. Okay. We're just gonna leave it at that. Yeah. And there's one more print by for Grey Matter Art, which is by
Raid 71.
Yep.
You might know him as Chris Thornley.
Indeed, you do.
And he has drawn RoboCop.
Ah, domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Yes. So there's a holofoil version, which I think is the reg.
Yeah.
It is the reg. And that's the one we see on the screen.
That's
24 by 36, 150.
That's really interesting. Always like done by Broken Press, by the way. Yeah, this is really interesting that Grey Matter always does the foils as reg, and the variant is something different. So that's interesting. But it's also foil in this case. But
that's usually a rate. Like Chris likes to make his art for holofoil, so he would have that as the regular, and then in the past he's done like paper as variant.
Okay, yeah. Was it Chris?
But in this case, we've got
Maybe
two foils. Yeah, it's been Chris like with a couple in the past.
Okay.
And again, there'll be something from Raid 71 with us as well, and I'm guessing he's going to be doing the same thing. So it'll be like a holofoil reg, and then something different for the variation.
All right, then.
Yeah, this one's a red foil variant in edition of 75.
Alrighty.
And these were big boys, 24 to 36.
Alrighty now, for real.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we're moving over to the Kiosk Corner, and Kiosk Corner has two posters. First one is So Late, So Soon. And you want to tell us a little something about it, Mr. James Hobson?
I just thought it was really interesting. Something completely different, kind of like a bit wacky. Nice colours, nice depth. We've got main characters, crazy colours, and then muted colours, and then something completely offbeat and crazy at the background. With some nice graphic design. Yeah. Alright,
cool. And then we also have another one for The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, with none other than Nicolas Cage, Pedro Pascal, and Tiffany Haddish. And yeah, this one looks crazy cool. And it feels a little bit, color-wise, like Everything and Everywhere by James Jean, like the one we talked about last week.
Oh, okay. Did we talk about that last week?
Yeah, we did.
I put it in the folder for this week.
Oh, good thing it didn't show up, so.
Did we actually show it last week? Oh my
yeah,
goodness,
we did.
I'm dying in my brain. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's similar. I think it looks a little bit like the key art for another Baz Luhrmann film, Romeo and Juliet.
Yep. I see what you've seen in this one. All right, moving over to Mondo. Mondo has Green Room, a great movie from, 2010 or whenever it was. And this one is a crazy poster for it by Mike Sutphin. And this is 18 by 24 in addition of 250. And then we have also a variant, which I think I like a little bit better because of the green room. Yeah, and this is edition of 125, and yeah, both are screen printed, obviously, and yeah, some really cool stuff. I get where they come from in terms of the movie, but I think it's a little too much for me personally in terms of style. But very, very, is it metal punk or whatever? It feels like kind of like
yeah,
that, which goes along with the movie though.
Yeah, that's kind of why I like it. It feels like a gig poster for. Mm-hmm. A movie where like that music is.
You know the movie?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, yeah, that's why it's a gig poster, then, kind of,
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's kind of why I like it. But yeah, I prefer the green as well. Then we have their timed edition for
another Batman piece.
The Batman. Francesco Francavilla. This was a 24 by 36 timed. Don't know the edition size. I don't know if it's been released. Oh yeah, it was. It was massive, wasn't it? It was
3,600 something, right?
Yeah, absolutely fucking ridiculous. That's not even limited. That's just a massive number of prints.
Yeah. And
so
it was, and the thing was that the community, like the poster community, wasn't like super keen on it. But I guess like looking at the people from outside, if you market it well and get the Batman fans, I think that's why the big edition size comes like into play, because they probably haven't like they haven't seen anything like it, so they're like, oh my god, it's a crazy shit, let's get it.
Yeah, exactly. If you market it as like the Batman poster from this, like from Mondo, you know, it's amazing how many people kind of know Mondo when you say, oh,
yeah, right,
Mondo, and they're like, oh yeah, the posters, right? And you're like, yeah. So yeah, if you market this as like the Batman poster from Mondo, then fans will pick it up.
Exactly.
Which seems to have happened. Then there was a limited edition of 325.
I think this one is a little more subtle, and I think it's cooler. The variant.
Yeah, I don't really have a preference.
It's okay. I have a preference for the next one, definitely.
Yeah, the next one is one that I would have loved to have picked up, and then I totally forgot the drop.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, this is by João Ruas and Under the Skin, and it's a screen printed poster by DL Screen Printing, 24 by 36 inches, an edition of 270, and this one is, that's really cool. I really like it. Is it approved, James, or?
Yeah, this one's definitely approved. This one should have been on my wall sometime in the future, but sadly not.
Sadly not.
It's quite similar to how I render humans, to be honest. Like, maybe I'll just try and make my own.
All right, there you go. Just bite the style.
I'll just
this style,
trace this. Get it screen printed.
That's not good. That's not going to be an issue in a scene. Nobody's going to talk about that then.
No, I'll do an even more limited version in a different color, and yeah.
Indeed.
Cool. By Dondo or something.
By what? By Dondo?
Dondo, yeah.
Did you say that, or what did you say?
Yeah, Dondo.
Oh, okay.
It's a Dondo poster. I'll put them on my Etsy site along with the Jack C. Gregory.
Isn't it John Doe?
John Doe. Yeah, that's a good.
See what I did there?
That's what you did there. Yeah, I'm definitely going to set up an Etsy store now called John Doe. And Jack C. Gregory's Batman's going to be on there. A tracing of this piece is going to be on there. So yeah, watch out, guys. Check it out.
All right,
John Doe.
Maybe something you want.
That was good, Tom.
Hey, you're welcome. I'm gonna ask for some tracing in the future. Then that's my payment. Oh my lord!
Just trade and traced art. That's fantastic. Yeah, that's the way it's gonna be from now on.
How about you gonna do some Tracy Ching? Oh my lord!
I'm
leaving.
Man.
I'm leaving now. I'm sorry.
That's amazing. If I just do traced Tracy Ching work,
oh my lord,
that would be incredible.
Oh my lord! I gotta go, man. This is so bad.
Oh, that's great. I could just have a whole website called Tracy Ching, but instead of how she spells her name, just Tracing Ching or something.
Yeah. Tracing
Ching.
Yeah, I know.
That's amazing.
Man, this writes itself, man.
Tracy won't have a problem with it, will she? I'm sure she'll be fine.
I mean, I'm blocked already, so.
I'll do really crude pencil sketches, just traced. It'll be fantastic.
Yeah, like your Oscar series, right? They're good.
Probably not as good as the Oscar series. That is taking off. I can't do both. They take too much time.
Oh lord. Okay. Moving on to Vice Press and having our last piece for the show today. which is none other than by Paul Mann and some very wonderful type by Matt Ferguson. This is a great piece. I think I love the way it is compositional, and also the perfect fit for the old type here. And we have a lighter regular version, which is, I think, still available, couple pieces over at Vice Press, and then we have the variant, which is already sold out, the black version. And yeah, really cool piece. So head over there if you want at least to get the reg. And if you want to know a little bit more about it, tune in the open channel where we talked about the Batman in full spoiler territory, and also a little bit about this beautiful piece.
It is a beautiful piece. I like Paul Mann's contained compositions. I think
and I think
just adds a little bit something.
The framing also helps a lot, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely. And the amount of white here is really good. Matt did a really good job on the typography.
Yeah, check it out, because
it just brings it all together.
It's printed out, or the sold out version is printed out, but you will get an idea of what it looks in person, because James showed it on the show. So check it out, definitely worth it.
Yeah, really nice lithos, like making the most of that process.
Indeed.
Go Vice Press.
Go Vice Press. Alrighty, people. There you have it. We're through this week, and I hope you had some fun. And if you want some work done, head over to Tracy Ching Tracing. What was it called? Tracing Ching?
It's called Tracing Ching.
TracingChing.com. This is going to be the website, and you will find all the greatest artwork.
All of Tracy Ching's artwork traced.
Yeah. Released by John Doe.
Yep.
All right, there you go. Bye, people. I will see you in 2 weeks. Take care.
Bye.